Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Thursday afternoon. Tomorrow's Friday. Then we got Saturday and Sunday. So we are Friday, Saturdays, 3 days away from the Maverick meetup and the track attack going down at Old Dominion Raceway on Sunday. What it is? It's a track attack. We'll be starting approximately 4:30. They do take you in the classroom, and they're going to go over all of the ins and outs, do's and don'ts, and basically get everybody comfortable with going around the track. No helmets will be needed, but it is definitely going to be a whole lot of fun. I have done one of these before in my Mach 1, and this will be the first time we're doing it in the Maverick. So all of you guys who said you're coming to the Maverick meet, we will be meeting at the Weiss Market on Tidewater Trail at at 2:30 on Sunday afternoon. We'll be serving a lunch. While we're there, we'll have a lunch. Everybody kind of meet and greet. And then around 3:30, we'll be heading down to Old Dominion Raceway. And from the Weiss Market, it is approximately 22 minutes. It's a very nice drive, no traffic. It's down country roads. I think if you would look at the video, I think on my way to the track in the previous video, you'll see us see where we'll be driving to. And it's a real nice road. It's really, we'll have a good time just getting down there to the track. So for all of you guys who have never had the opportunity to see what we have done to my Maverick, this is going to be basically a review of everything that we have done to the Maverick since I have gotten it. So let's do that right now. Okay, this is going to be an outside to inside video. So let's step outside. Came down here to the park because in my neighborhood they were cutting grass. People were going up and down the sidewalk, so I couldn't really get a video in. So we're out here at the park. Gonna make a quick video and then we'll get back in the car and go. Okay guys, let's start from the back to the front. First, one of the first things we added, or two of the first things we added to our Maverick, were the lettering on the backside. These are chromatic, so they look kind of silver during the day and they kind of flash, with your lights on at night. The second thing that we did outside was to put the Gator FX Tonneau trifold bed cover, tonneau cover on the back. All these things will be addressed, or were addressed in earlier videos. We also put on the forward parts mud flaps, both front and rear. And one of the things I get the most questions about is this stripe. This stripe came off of Etsy back when the Maverick was just coming out. I liked the way it looked, so I ordered it. It took almost 3 months to get that stripe. So I'm kind of proud of it. I haven't seen a lot of them out there like that. So that was one of the first things that we did as well. Then we tinted the windows, making the inside nice and cool during the summer heat. That was one of the first things we did. Now getting back again to the back, one of the other things that we did, one of the first things that most people will do, sorry it's a bunch of junk back here, but we have the tailgate assist that is in the back. Not much else that we did in the back. But then after that, we got up under the hood. And one of the other things that we added was the hood struts. One of the things that we run into with these hood struts, and I think they all do it about the same, is it puts enough pressure on the hood so that when you pull the hood latch inside, sometimes it hangs up and you have to come out here and fiddle with it a little bit. Matter of fact, I took it to the dealership because I was having trouble with the release, and they actually took my hood struts off and I put them back on like, hey, I didn't ask anybody to take that off. One of the other things we did under the hood, we added the K&N air filter. Also, if you look under the hood, we have the EcoBoost engine cover, and I believe that one comes off of the Ford Escape, which shares the same engine. While we are under here, let's look at what else we did. We added the Steeda strut brace. Really love the way that has made the car very solid. As you go around the corners, it handles very well. It did take a couple attempts for me to get that installed in a way so that it does not make any noise upon takeoff or anything else. It's a matter of getting all the other bolts centered, loosened, and tightened so that they're all centered on the actual strut tower. Looking down in the front, we added some carbon fiber accents, which you will see on the front around the Ford logo. Elsewhere around the vehicle, we added them also on the faux side vents, and we added some 2-liter EcoBeast badges. Also on the outside, we added the carbon fiber mirror covers and also the carbon fiber stub antenna, the carbon fiber around the rear tailgate badge as well. If you look down further below, we added the custom MagnaFlow exhaust system. Single on one side, not duals, but a single double pipe on the driver's side. And it sounds really neat. As you look around the Maverick, you'll notice that it is lowered, and that's where we're going to get all the fun out of when we get down to the track. We added the Motegi 19 by 8.5 wheels, along with the Nitto Performance 245 55R 19 tires. They are all season. They do handle very well in dry and wet conditions. I have very high expectations, and I have very high praise for those, because they have really made a big difference in the way the vehicle handles. And even in the rain, it just goes around the corners just like I would want it to. So that is almost a wrap up. Let's do one more thing before we get back in and head to the house. While we're inside, we also added the carbon fiber accents all around the armrests, the steering wheel, around the headlight switch, around the outer portion of the dash gauge cluster, all down below, down by the driver's compartment. It's a little messy in here, but we're ready to get her cleaned up for the big weekend. The carbon fiber all around the surrounds, around the heating, air conditioning controls, radio controls, all of that, and also up in the roof area around the little cubby compartment for your sunglasses. Another early item that we added these door sill plates that you can get from Ford products. Throw front and rear, also carbon fiber accents in the rear. So that just about has it. But there's one other thing I want to show you guys before we get back in and drive that I really do enjoy. Cost me less than $20 were these daytime running lights that put on a show when you light them up. So as you can see, isn't that cool? Get all kinds of compliments about those lights. So now let's get back in the vehicle and head to the house, and we'll do some more filming from there. So we are almost ready for the track attack. One of the things I want to not only caution you, but just to prepare you if you plan on doing the track attack, you need to go around, make sure all your coolant levels, oil, all those type things are checked and are in pristine condition. Check your tires, make sure you don't have any objects in them such as nails or whatever. You can actually go around and look at all your tires and make sure everything is copacetic. One of the things that you may or may not be aware of, you need to zero your tires. What do I mean? Go around when your vehicle is cold and check all of your tire pressures and make sure that they all have the exact, to the very closest you can get them, same air pressure. It makes a very big difference when you're going around the track if your tires are all zeroed and have the same pressure. People don't really understand or know that maybe, but now you do, because one tire that's low or one tire that may be higher in pressure than the others will throw the entire works out of shape. Maybe as fast as we'll be going, it might not make a huge difference, but every bit helps. Make sure your brakes are up to par. I don't know how many miles you have on your vehicle. I have now 13,252 wonderful miles in my Maverick, and my brakes are still in pristine condition. If you've added custom exhaust, make sure all of your exhaust is hanging the way it's supposed to. Make sure there are no loose items, and if you have stuff in your bed, of course you don't want stuff flying around back there when we're going around the track. So you want to take everything out of your bed that is loose and put it somewhere out of the way. The same holds true for anything that you have on the inside of your vehicle, stuff down in all these little cubbies in the doors, because we're going to be going around the track and we'll be going into the corners briskly, I will say. And the last thing you want to have happen is stuff flying around in the vehicle when you're going around the track, because it can distract you from being very cautious. That's what we want to do, and certainly we don't want to cause any type of catastrophe or damage at the track. So that's all I have for this video. I'm hoping to see a whole bunch of you guys at this Maverick meetup. We did take a lot of time to get it together, and we did the best that we could. Most of you guys who've tuned into the channel enough, and you see my mom, she's in the picture on my shirt. She's in the passenger seat on my shirt. Know that I'm in a different time in life where my parents, they're both aged, and it creates quite a challenge. We have had a wonderful time doing these videos with you guys, and certainly a lot of this will be culminating at the Maverick meet. So I hope to see a whole bunch of you guys there. Even if you're not coming to the track attack portion of it, just come out and meet us at Weiss Market. We'll hang out for a little while, and then if you don't want to go down to the track, then certainly you can cruise on home if you wish. But we'd love to have you guys come down to the track and see the facility. It is a beautiful facility, and you certainly be missing out by not coming and going to the track attack. So far we do have one person who took me up on the offer and signed up for the track attack, so that person will be reimbursed for their entry fee. Now, I have not been on the Old Dominion site to see if there is another Maverick other than myself and the one person who took me up on that offer, to see whether they have signed up for the track attack. Now, if you go on there for the 23rd, if it's not already full, you can sign up, and if you have a Maverick and you do participate that day, I will cover your costs. If there are not already two people, if there's not already one more person that has signed up. I haven't been on there to check so prior to this video, so if you go on there and check and you see my Maverick as well as more than two or less, any more than two, then you know that they've already filled up the other spot, for which I will be reimbursing those two people for their registration fee for the track attack. But we're just going to have a blast. We're going to have some good food before we get down there, and then we're going to cruise down the country roads for about 20 minutes, go to the track and just have a blast. Then at the end of the track attack, for anyone who is around after that or during that time, I will be making a big announcement about this channel. And if you don't know what the announcement is, if you're not there, you're just going to have to wait to see the video of that entire day. At the end of that video that we'll be recording that day, we'll be making a big announcement concerning CS92LX, this channel that was really made by the purchase of this Ford Maverick. And it's been a wonderful, wonderful journey. I've met some great people. We've had some awesome times at the first Maverick meetup. In the second Maverick meetup, I made some good friends. So that's the end of this video. I'm back at the house. You all have a blessed day, and remember to like and subscribe. See ya.